Hey guys, this is TriloG Studios and welcome back to the gaming portion of our channel. And today we're going to be talking about M.A.S.S Builder. I know I've really been posting this game a lot, but we're going to get back into it. And right now what I really want to go over is their multiplayer updates and what they've been talking about it for the past few months. So right now is a post from February, and I'm kind of going to be going up till the now recent post on all their multiplayer builds. I know a lot of people have been asking for multiplayer, they want it. And also in the comments down below, please let me know what you would want from their multiplayer. Like, what are you expecting from a game like M.A.S.S Builder? Off bat, I know a lot of people might be asking like it needs to be a certain way. But right now I just wanted to kind of go over some key points. I already saw this. Already read out through these. I'm just going to go over the ones I want you to see here. So right now, they're pretty much just introducing that they are working on this and their vision for it. But this is a mention of they're going to be doing co-op missions. And their whole goal is to make sure that like there's like objective base. I don't think there's going to be any of their solo missions just like upscaled for co-op. So you're not, this is going to be all different missions and you have to play with people. You cannot do these co-ops by yourself. I know there's some guys out there who are like, oh yeah, can I defeat a co-op mission by myself? And also I believe the co-op missions are also going to introduce maybe like a raid like boss, if you could think about it. They said both of these modes will have quirk bosses special to their mode and require players to cooperate to take these bosses down. So I'm pretty sure like they can like explore all these kind of new avenues of what a boss can do. A boss can essentially maybe like grab two players and they can't do anything while the other two players have to figure out how to release them as a mechanic. I think that's kind of cool, rather than just like it just be a slugfest of you just grinding down a boss, you know? I just want to take a pause, and I'm really always so impressed with like this team and how they handle their vision, and they want to make sure that they stick to it. It isn't just like they're just trying to make certain things because people are asking for it. They want to make certain things to enhance the player's experience, and they're not going to veer away from their vision here. This is where they actually talk about the PvP 1v1. I think 1v1 is going to be the closest thing that we can get to just bashing each other with whoever presses the buttons the fastest and stuns each other the fastest, whatever, right? 3v3 mode seems really cool to me. It's gonna be like objective base in a way. Now it's not set in stone, but it seems like they're going to be doing some things where like your team has to they have to interact with certain things, certain objects, get to certain places or certain times, do certain things in order to then achieve a score. Like, I don't know, grab this box, and when you bring it back, then you're able to get more points. But it's not just going to be like you running in and then like, or like an arena in like World of Warcraft. I don't think it's going to be like you three trying to kill each other and like so there's like one person's like a healer. I don't know. I don't think there's any healing. But again, I think it's going to be objective based and find some room to disrupt the enemy team from doing that. I think 3v3 sounds like a really cool play style. I want to go over this part. This part really like stuck to me. So they're pretty much just answering players' questions about their multiplayer mode. M.A.S.S Builder, as a core, is a mech building game where you can bring your creations out to play. The core gameplay is collecting parts and modifying and creating your unit, and to have fun with it. That's the game. We are not creating the next mech fighting esports. Neither the next mecha MOBA nor online MMO live service mech game. You know, things like that. No. Multiplayer is an extension of the core game mentioned above, and it is by no means to become the main focus of our game. That's awesome. Mech builder game first. We hope that this does not disappoint you much, and that you'll still be with us through this journey to create the ultimate mech builder with various customizations options available for the various types of builders playing our game. The core concept of multiplayer is to allow players to show off their creations to others. That's the whole purpose of multiplayer, in our opinion. And that is awesome. There was a game that you played, it was called like, I think called Break Arts. And that was like a builder game in a way. Instead of like fighting story mode and fighting creatures, you were instead like racing. I like that. And I was like, oh man, I can't wait to go online and show my craft off. Crappy part about that, in multiplayer, when you race against other people, your opponents would show up as like little diamonds. You wouldn't be able to see their craft until like the very end, or like the winners only. And I was like, this is lame. And I kind of stopped there. Even though they still worked on the game, they still enhanced it, I haven't went back since. That was kind of a turn off, and they want to make sure that like, you know, we're going to prioritize this first. Okay, one thing I want to point over, that there won't be any local co-op. So no split screen in this, guys. So you're gonna have to have two computers, have to be connected online in order to play, unfortunately, and they have to use peer-to-peer So, you know, once you create the game with your friends, they have to, you know, connect to a host, and that's going to be it. There's going to be like, once you, you can't like join in the middle of a game, you know, and things like that. So it's not going to be like those kind of lobbies. There's no dedicated servers here. There is talk about like how they're going to handle the PvP specs, where you may not be able to bring like your unit specs from like story mode. It's just going to be maybe completely separate, which I think is probably the better way to do it. I played a lot of Guild Wars, and your PvE spec is completely different than your PvP spec, because you have access in PvP to all the points, everything, and all your weapons and everything are normalized. And I think that's what they're gonna be going with here. They're not really sure how they're gonna exactly do it. Honestly, guys, I think they really should, because then they can then make PvP nodes and equipment, things like that, that have abilities that are just for PvP that aren't gonna make any sense. They're saying it's like, will it be class based? I don't think it'll be class based. I don't think they're gonna like, hey, make your unit and then like pick this class. Now you're a healer, and that's just what your unit does. Because the whole focus is they want you to bring anything. Like, they don't want you to have to look at multiplayer and be like, oh man, I have to build a multiplayer mech now. They want you to take your creation and just jump in. Other than like having a separate spec, of course, you don't have to like rebuild anything. As someone asked, PvP balancing would be a nightmare, won't it? Can we expect frequent updates to balance it out? Pretty much said, if it's not balanced at the first week, it'll stay that way until the next update months later. And that kind of makes sense, because, you know, they're a small team. This is the reason we wanted objective-based focus missions instead of pure deathmatch or just killing focused, where it's a game of using the meta build to kill the other person. You know, you don't want just like team comps and like, oh, you have to use this build. If that person's using this, they can combine with each other. You know how players are, gamers are, guys, when it comes to like these normal arena type play. And it does get a little bit harder to balance, because like, what if they didn't look at something and all of a sudden like these two dash attack persons can immediately kill someone else? Like, then they have to figure that out. It's gonna be too much work. It's almost like they would need a whole new team. You know, what if the PvP scene is dead and no one is playing it? I like this answer. Then it is what it is. Like I mentioned, this is an extension of the game, not the core. Check this out, guys. This was a really good design. Whoever designed this was impressive, and it makes sense. So these won't be like windows that you can control, like kind of like if you know the game Paladins, or maybe it's like some other games where like this is your window and you can add like little knickknacks to it. They're not going to do that. It's just going to be you. If you want to customize something, customize yourself. That's what it's going to be. And then it's going to represent the team colors. So right now, it just shows that everyone's blue, but I think they're probably gonna have like maybe a blue versus a red. Why I like it so much is it actually shows off your unit, and it shows off like an okay size of it. Like, I can see like this guy has like horns here. I don't know how long the screen's gonna be up there. Maybe it's gonna be like the load screen while we're connecting to the host. Here's the last one. Now we're on April 30th, but they mentioned the gameplay testing. When one thing happens on one screen, how does it look on the other screen? They want to make sure that everything is as long as they can get that tight. I think they're gonna be fine. Anyway, guys, I know that was a long post, a little bit different. If you really want me to get back into M.A.S.S Builder and show kind of do some stuff there, I just gotta juggle with a lot of time. There's a lot of things I need to do, and you know, time is a big deal. And trying to like make all the mech games like my main game is not really what I was planning. I wanted to kind of like play some and like move on to the next one. It may not ever go back, but like this game is worthy of going back to. Like, it really is. This is probably gonna be a game that I might actually jump into covering more. And if you agree, go ahead and throw in the comments down below if you want to see more about this game. If you want to see me jump into something and test some stuff, even show you some builds, or even show you some like PvE specs and things like that, I'll get back into it, guys. Just let me know. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that for us. We're trying to hit our 1K subscriber goal before the end of the year. Right now it is May. I think we're about 500 subscribers, so go ahead and do that. Help us out there, and of course hit that like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and be sure to share with your friends. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more mecha gaming content, be sure to click here. Or if you want to see some Gunpla content, be sure to click the button right here. I know life can be hard out there, guys, but keep your head up, keep moving forward, and most importantly, let nothing stop you. Peace out, guys.